Hello, everyone, and welcome to Second Wind Live. We're doing a little thing, patent pending title, called Happy Birthday, where we're going to play games on their birthdays. So HBD, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, turning 25 years old today. And to celebrate the birth of one of the all-time classics, I am proud to be joined by Jack Packard and JM8. Welcome, boys.
What's up, gang?
Guys.
Hello.
First off, chat, welcome. I'm manning this one again. Let me know how volumes sound. Let me know how the game sounds. Let me know how we sound. I can fix all that without panicking. No one's gonna panic. No one needs to panic. JM8 and Jack bring an air of calm and confidence. That is going to help. So let us know how the volumes sound. And then other than that, we're just gonna start. We're just gonna play the first 2 hours. We're just gonna mosey a little bit. Also, first off, this opening title screen, I know you guys can't hear it because I'm not sharing audio with you. I'm assuming the audience can hear it though.
I can hear it in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
One of the all-time great opening title sequences.
100%.
Yeah, we've talked about the idea of like a vibe check in games, and this feels like an all-time vibe check to open a game.
Set that mood straight away.
Yeah,
I think like not only vibe check, but also just like something that we talk about a lot is creating a want, right? And like to show how majestic Link is riding Epona across the fields. Like I just want Epona as fast as I can humanly get that dang horse.
We're gonna get that horse. People love the horse.
People love the horse.
Yeah, what an opening.
The game's volume is very low. I was peaking. I moved away from my microphone, so hopefully I'm not peaking.
I've raised the video games volume.
Why is your file called Pizzass?
It's called, first off, it's called Pizzazz. But I misspelled it. It was I played this on my personal Twitch channel a year or two ago. I actually played through all the Zelda games in the lead up to Tears of the Kingdom. And I named myself after Pizzazz, which is the name of my favorite pizza cooking device. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the Pizzazz. Yeah. My dyslexic brain just read that as Pizzass.
Yeah, Pizzass.
That was a Freudian pizza slip.
Marty hates Epona. Is that true?
I don't like Epona. This is true. I think Epona in my mind is great. In actuality, horses in most games are kind of a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass to control. I feel like they're a way for developers to just throw a bunch of empty space that doesn't matter and be like, hey, we're just gonna have you ride across that horse. There are exceptions. I think Wander in Shadow of the Colossus is an A+ horse. And
yeah, that's a good horse.
I think the horses in Red Dead are great because they also have they have testicles. Which
I need Marty's gaming horse like top 10 list.
I like the horse, your horse neighbor in Animal Crossing, who comes over and is like, "Hey, I live here with you now."
But that's not a guaranteed horse neighbor.
That's true.
That makes it even better.
And what's your like bottom 3 horses? So we got Epona on the bottom.
Epona in this game, Epona in Twilight Princess, and then any horse in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, because I never ride horses in those games. Horses are a waste in those games.
And Tears of the Kingdom, 100%.
Yeah.
But in horses in Breath of the Wild, beautiful.
They're too big.
Fuck you.
Are horses that big? I don't spend a lot of time around horses.
Especially the giant horse you can get in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. There's literally a giant horse.
Too big of a horse.
Marty, something very important to know, horses are frighteningly big. Like horses are significantly bigger.
Mooses.
Yeah. Mooses
Mooses
are the last vestige of the North American megafauna. They're basically prehistoric creatures walking around. But horses are huge. They are fucking huge.
Megafauna?
Terrifying.
Huge.
Yeah, megafauna. They are fucking huge. That's a real term for giant
American
animals.
Fauna great again? I thought you said megafauna. Sorry.
Genetic breeding to make megafauna great again.
Like if you've ever like seen like drawings or depictions or skeletons of like giant versions of animals that we know, like a moose is a little like of a past animal that's just still around. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Horses are weird, man.
Horses are great.
Most animals are weird. Dogs and cats are totally normal. Well, they're not normal.
Yeah,
they're very weird in their own rights, but
horses are also incredibly dumb, and this is going to upset a few people. But like
Horse people, yeah.
horses are like, you can like look this shit up. Horses can think of a bee and die of fright.
there's no way
Like,
anyone would know
It's
that.
horses can just think of something scary and it will kill them. It's
What?
Maybe there's
yeah,
a horse
horses are
assassin who's doing that.
not smart animals. But then again, most animals aren't. We're kind of because we ate that warm meat. We've kind of evolved into
I mean,
being
to be fair,
smart
like
creatures.
every so often I'll like shut off the lights in my hallway and get a little spooked on the way back to my room because
Yeah, but it doesn't kill. It doesn't kill you, Marty.
it
doesn't.
could. We're not there
You
yet,
just
but it
instantly
could.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, horses are just giant dogs that could trample you if they get the zoomies. It's a terrifying creature. in
Oh,
general.
they are very dangerous. Yeah.
The zoomies.
The zoomies. But that being said, I became incredibly attached to several of my horses in Breath of the Wild, and it was such a it was a celebration of the land of Hyrule to just take your horse for a stroll.
Yeah.
Asterisk, asterisk. As soon as I got that motorcycle, fuck all horses. I got a motorcycle.
Who needs a motorcycle or who needs a horse when you have man's horse, which is a
Yes.
motorcycle? One person in the chat said the game audio is delayed, and that can't be possible, is it? If it is,
Nick also says, "Can you lower mine and Jack's audio?"
I can lower you and Jack. It's weird because we are at the same level on my end, but
Yeah, that's
I
strange.
lowered you guys a little bit, so we'll see.
great.
You guys can see behind the curtains. You can see where my levels
Yeah.
are. You know what's going on.
We can see it's slightly delayed, but yeah, I think that's like where you have us now, like where we're just tickling the red. I think that's perfect.
Why is it delayed?
Well,
In what way is it delayed?
we see the, like, if I go bop, it'll take like a second for me to see the audio thing spike just because
Yeah,
of
Oh no!
latency
Chat. Someone in
and shit.
chat said the game audio is delayed, like on the stream.
Oh,
and
that
I'm
could be fucking anything.
That could be anything.
Why
Yeah.
would that be? Also, Drago
That
says
could
Marty's
be
quite quiet. How is none of this is possible?
None
of this is
okay,
possible.
also,
At a certain point,
everybody
I
does
can
that.
give you guys 99% of myself, but you guys got to give me 1%. You got to boost those
Yeah.
volumes. You got to get
Yeah.
those super
Let me-
chats in. I don't know what that had to do with anything.
Oh, super chats. Hey, Humane Shield, thanks for the $9.99 American. Marty, I have to apologize to you. I may have gave Nick the idea to make Stream Piranha Bytes Western RPG Gothic from 2001. Bring Jack, Jesse, or Casey with you. Hope this donation makes us even.
Piranha Byte, the Gothic 2 is a real crunchy Gothic RPG, CRPG from the early 2000s, and it
Yeah.
feels like
Crunchy.
I've been tricked or hoodwinked into playing it. In which case, I forgot to tell you guys that I had diarrhea that day, so I can't
Oh, there you
go.
make it. Yeah.
I plan to have diarrhea that
Yeah.
day.
I forgot. I'm about to have diarrhea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Game
That's
audio
the-
is delayed by 3 to 4 seconds. I don't know why that is.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Something you can do to fix that is actually manually delay the video.
Okay.
If you go into your capture settings, you can choose to manually delay the video to try to match it with the audio. I don't know why that's happening.
Okay. Video
and-
capture device properties.
Yeah, and you might end up just breaking it more.
Yeah, it feels like I broke everything. Yeah.
Oh, Nick is saying, Nick private message me, he says he just needs to turn off audio timestamps on OBS. I don't know where audio timestamps are on OBS, but that's what Nick is saying.
Audio timestamps on OBS.
I'm
really-
Googling right now, Marty.
There's really the audio is reversed, as in, are you guys hearing the last 2 hours? Like, you're hearing the end of the stream right now? Can you tell us the future? I'm gonna tell you how well this stream went. JM8 just left. Oh no, he's back. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm back. Sorry.
I thought you were like, listen,
I've been away for like 5 days, and my housemate just came back from work, and I haven't spoken to him. So
I
I'm just
thought
like,
you
I'm
were
gonna
like,
stream, I'll speak to you later.
as a professional sound designer, I am disgusted by the state of this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's think about the sound delay.
Okay. Nick thinks
You are seeing it in real time, right?
Nick thinks I don't hear anything in the game because of this new way of streaming. Like, I fixed the one problem, which was the choppy frames, and I have created several more problems.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't hear the game at all. You're like playing blind.
Blind with
Sound-wise.
my ears.
Yeah.
Ear blind.
Deaf.
Deaf. That's the word. You're playing deaf.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we're not sure of it. Even on your end, the audio's desynced.
Well, chat says it's audio. The audio's desynced, and several people have said
Yeah.
that, so I imagine.
Which lends credence to the idea that it's...
Goldrak says it's not all sounds that are delayed. What are we doing? At this point, this might be on Miyamoto. We might have to, like, ring up Miyamoto and say, what's going on? 25th anniversary of this piece of trash? Jesus.
Well, so like the question is, are we out of sync? Is like my audio and Marty's audio and JM8's audio?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, are the boys out of sync, or is it just? I think I just got hit by an invisible rock.
That's very possible. Oh, hi, puppy.
Because if not, it might literally just be like an Elgato bug, and you just need to reset your Elgato box. I don't know. I don't use Elgato.
Your Elgato box.
Okay,
I
our
got a
audios are
puppy.
fine. Our voices are fine. It's just the game audio.
Yeah, it's the game.
Okay.
What if that was an artistic choice that Miyamoto and the boys made back in '98?
Ooh, I like it.
Did you know that's
I
what
asked
their
Nick
team was
wh-
actually called? Miyamoto and the boys.
I asked Nick where that setting was, and oh, here we go. Oh, looking. OBS updated. Nick's looking.
What a legend.
He's looking. Let's see here. The textures aren't fine.
How dare you!
Nintendo 64.
This was a Clinton era game. We couldn't be.
Clinton era.
Did you try the thing? Nick just messaged me. I'm not sure if you already tried this when I was away for a second. About turning off audio device timestamps.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. We don't know where that is.
And then I
Yeah,
asked
couldn't
Nick
tell you what that is.
where that setting is, and he said he's looking. So
Okay, cool.
He's probably
fact that
trying
he
to like work
suggested
that
some-
into a fucking These Nuts joke. Stamp
Don't you-
These Nuts. I'm
don't
like,
you
Nick,
do
we
it.
need to fucking solve the problem. Stop it. I will say though,
that's great.
no more framies. So
Hey,
when
there you
God
go.
opens a window, he burns the rest of the house down. So
But that window's
frying
wide
pan into
open.
the fire.
yeah.
Yeah,
But you
absolutely.
can't hear it sizzle.
Well, how about we'll take care of some more super chats.
Yeah.
Thanks for the $2 American. Says what a treat. Nick Warden, thanks for the $5 American. No message. Shy Hulud, thanks for the $2 American. You all match shirts. Me and JM8 do a little bit.
Kinda,
We're a little
Yeah,
fan,
yeah, you
okay?
guys got some plaid going on. I got more of a floral pattern because we had our first snow of the year this morning, and so I decided to just like really capture my existential dread of the incoming winter with some Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, it's cold out, y'all. By the way, it's so.
Did you guys get a snow yet, Jack?
We've gotten flakes. Nothing has stuck. Nothing has stuck to the ground yet, but we have definitely gotten flakes. Yes.
Yeah, we got it's all melted by now, but I woke up and I was like dreary-eyed making coffee, and I was like, oh, I don't like the look of that. Everything's white outside.
Yeah, it's it's wintertime. What are you gonna do? Lampy, thanks for the £2. Marty driving again. Get ready for Suika.
Oh my God, we could do a little Suika at the end too. A little Suika treat.
I would love that. Also, Marty, where's your controller? I gave a perfectly great controller in by your face to know that you're.
Oh
driving the
yeah, I
game.
forgot to use it. Fuck. We're gonna
I put a really classy controller.
It was
in
really
in
good.
Slack.
One common question we've had that Eric, our moderator and one of our video editors brought up is a lot of times people are confused at who is playing, and like the rough answer is usually you're watching whoever's at the top slot. I think on every stream, whoever's the top slot is usually the one playing. Even if it's a multiplayer stream, it's usually whoever's hosting the stream generally puts them in the top slot. However, not all the people know that, so we maybe are going to use little kind of controller icons in the corner of screens, and Jack found a very wonderful controller icon. Seems like it was forged in hell.
If you use the Photoshop beta, which I use because I think it has some really neat tools that I've found that I use a lot, they have the generative AI option, and so I just created a square and asked for a colorful video game controller, and what it gave me was like a monster with 20 buttons and 2 D-pads and
I need to see this.
Yeah.
off center. It was hold on, I'll
The
I'll share
two
it in
D-pads
in
is
the
the thing
Discord
that like
for it.
wrecked me, and I was like, "Why does it have 2 D-pads?" Anything else I was able to put up with, but the 2 D-pads were so strange to me.
It made me laugh so.
Dude.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll put it in the Discord. It's great. It was my favorite. I saw it and I said, "Yeah, I am 100% going to use this." And I really like the color scheme.
The color scheme was great.
Marty,
Hey, it's me.
in OBS,
Yeah.
if you go to the video capture device that you're using for
I'm in
the
there
thing,
right now. I'm in
click
there
on
in
it
properties.
and deactivate and then activate it again. And Eric, the legend, says it should fix the sync.
Like deactivate it as in like hit the little eyeball button.
No, so if you double click
Oh,
the
I
actual
see.
device
Deactivate. Okay, I'm deactivating. Everyone, calm down.
and then deactivate it and activate it again.
Now I'm activating it again. Everyone, calm down.
Oh!
How are we looking there?
Okay.
Apparently it should be fixed. What is that controller, dude?
That's what
Chat-
artificial intelligence.
How can you
spits
share that
out.
with chat somehow?
Yeah, put it in like the.
Oh, you know what? I'll put it in the Second Wind streaming Discord. How
There
about
you
that?
go. Look at that. That's like a little corporate
let's see
synergy
here.
there.
Boom.
I like how the analog on the left side looks like a flight stick, like acceleration.
Yeah, it does. It
Yes.
looks like a throttle.
Look at this thing. Okay, so if you are a member of our Discord, which I recommend you should be, over in the live streams, you'll see Second Wind streams, and I don't even know if I can share this. Well, I'm a moderator, I think. Yeah. Okay. I just
Audio is fixed, by the way. Well, thanks,
Ooh.
Eric.
Oh, thank you so much,
Legend.
Eric. You're great.
Eric, you do so much for us so often.
When do you sleep?
I just shared. We appreciate you so much,
Yeah.
and we'll continue to give you money for all the hard work that you do. I just shared the controller in the Second Wind streams in the Discord, so you can all see this lovely controller that artificial intelligence believes is a colorful video game controller.
I wasn't ready for the placement of the D-pads.
And also, like the thing that kind of looks like a scared face in the center. That's.
I also like. It feels like something that would have been made in like the Koki '80s. Where they would have been like, you got to put 2 buttons on the side. Nintendo's got 2 buttons, and they're like, oh, the Sega Genesis got 3 buttons. They're like, more buttons, more buttons.
Yeah.
They're like, sir, we have
More
11
money.
buttons now on the side. No, you got to do more buttons.
Gotta do more buttons.
Got to do more buttons. November 1998. Where were you guys? What were you guys up to? November 1998.
Is that when this game came out?
This 25 years ago today in Japan. 25 years ago Thursday in America. So
Now we're gonna get into age.
what were you?
'Cause-
We were all probably in some form of school or like not born.
I was 4,
Okay,
so
just chilling.
I was about to go to school.
Yeah. What kind of stuff were you into at the age of 4?
64, though.
Were you playing games at 4? Were you like watching
Yeah.
Disney movies?
No, I was playing games.
Okay.
I didn't have Ocarina of Time though.
I feel like this would be a very complicated game for.
Yeah,
for you.
I didn't play Ocarina for a long time.
In Twitch, Tux Squeen said old, which is if Jay was old, then let me tell you, we got a couple of mummies on the stream. 98, I would have been 11, I believe, so I would have been in middle school.
This is 98.
This was 98, so I would have been 12. I would have been
Okay.
12 years old. This feels like a 7th grade. I would have been in 7th grade. So what was I into? I was very much into video games and the Nintendo 64. I got this for Christmas that year. I was probably listening to a lot of Blink 182. No, 98. Was I listening to Blink 182 in 98? I don't know. I don't know if Enema of the
Anything's
State
possible.
had come out yet. I was probably thinking about kissing girls, but wasn't kissing girls.
All the small.
Yeah, I think Blink 182 got me to think about kissing girls. Not kissing girls,
that's
but think about it.
Just thinking about kissing girls.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I played this immediately when it came out because my Nintendo 64 was primarily a Mario Kart machine and a Mario Party machine. As that's what we did all the time. I was in high school.
Okay.
As I am the oldest.
Elder
So
statesman.
I was 16 years old when this game came out. You know, theoretically, I was kissing the lady that would later become my wife.
You're kissing girl singular.
I was kissing girl singular, and we were probably playing, you know, Mario Party on the Nintendo 64, and not this.
What a game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Also, the end of '98, I was very excited about. I believe the first teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace released. The Gungan army coming through the fog, and I was like, Martin Scorsese, this is cinema.
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the greatest thing
This is it.
in the history of the world. Yes.
Yeah.
Excitement level maximum.
We were mistaken. We were slightly mistaken.
We were slightly mistaken. I was listening to a lot of Cake.
Short skirt,
I
long
still
jacket.
listen to a lot of Cake.
Yeah.
Like I could probably listen to the first 4 Cake albums on repeat for the rest of my life, as I did all throughout high school. So
There you go.
that's about it. Where are we? We are at a winged potato. Thanks for the $1.99. Don't watch the video. Problem solved. There you go. Mr. Funny Shoes, welcome to the Green Gang. We appreciate that support. Wesley Thomas, $2. Canadian streaming method must be a Borfades card. Oh, Bofades.
Yeah, that's a Bofades nuts.
Gotcha. That was a and I put an R in there for some reason, so I ruined your nuts joke.
Borfades!
Influence is spreading.
I like Borfades. Borfades Norts.
Yeah, my Norts.
These
My
Norts.
Norts are really urchy. Yeah.
The only way I will
sorry.
continue laughing at these nuts is if it becomes these Norts.
We could, if we ever get a NordVPN sponsor, that's how we can segue into it.
That is true.
both
These Nords VPN.
Also, shout out to the Deeb Scrub. This is a Deeb Scrub right now that I'm making contact with. The titular Deeb Scrub of Deeb Scrubs.
Big up Steve Scrub.
Yeah.
I like Deebs. I like that you're modeled after like a weird little guy. Just like a weird, like your avatar's just a weird little dude.
Who's that?
Who's what?
Who be?
Who's a weird little dude?
Oh no, Deebs.
Oh,
Deebs. Power user Deebs. His avatar is the scrub, the Deku scrub, the little gremlin I just fought.
Gotcha. I understand now. I understand what's going on. SVS Guru 2000, thanks for the €5. We haven't had a proper winter over here in decades, and this year it was warm in fucking October. Thanks, global warming.
Thanks, global warming.
I really like winter time. I
So
really
do I.
like, being inside while it's snowing out, maybe going outside every once in a while. I love winter time. It's one of my favorite
Take a
seasons.
little hot cocoa, hot cider. Whew.
I have this argument with people all the time because you meet some, freaks that are like, oh, I just love the heat. I love it being hot.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, that's fine. People can have that opinion.
Yeah.
But it's way easier to cool, to heat yourself up than it is to cool yourself down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like the feeling of putting a jacket on or getting under the covers.
I like
or,
layers. Yeah.
Yeah, and being warm next to a fire. Whereas if you're swelteringly hot, your choices for cooling down are limited at best.
Yeah.
I
I've
just
lived in
don't
a
like
lot
that
of
clammy
places
feeling.
without AC. Like most apartments in San Francisco didn't have air conditioning because most of the time you didn't need it. But occasionally, especially in the last couple of years, there would be these gnarly heat waves, and it would just be like, "This is it. We're dying. this is how we die."
Yeah. Agreed. Where are we? We're at Darwin's Dummy. Thanks for the $5 American. Can't stick around, but wanted to send some support for y'all and this not so hidden gem. Also, a big congrats to JM8 for cracking 200,000 views. I mean, it was some of Jay's thing, but it was mostly Ludo. We know it was mostly Ludo.
Yeah. The show, I've been saying this, I'm speaking to everyone in the Discord, and everyone who is speaking in the Design Delve chat, hello, I love you all, you're great. But we've had a lot of people being like, oh yeah, like they say it as a bad thing, and I don't hold it against anyone. Of like, oh, I never bothered to watch Design Delve, and like I'm sad that I didn't now because they like enjoy it, and stuff. And it's just coming to the realization that like I needed Ludo as soon as here she is. I needed Ludo, and as soon as I started using her, it all started working. So yeah, it wasn't second wind. It wasn't anything to do with us going independent. No. It's all Ludo.
It has nothing to do with the quality videos, the quality, not just like presentation, but the educational content of your videos. No, it's all Ludo.
Yeah. No, it's all Ludo, and I've come to terms with that. You know, somebody on Twitter said it, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's burnt into my memory. They said like, I love Ludo, and their human is okay as well. And I was like, okay, this is my
fair.
future now.
That's fair.
But I'm fine with it, you know.
No, well, and like it also like, and you know, this is something that we, you know, every channel deals with is how to properly get people engaged in new content. And you know, over at the other channel, obviously, like the vast majority of people were there for Zero Punctuation and were there for Yahtzee.
It was a staple.
But we had
15 years.
Of course, a giant thing. But it's like, oh, we have all this other things. How do you get people to give it a try, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, how do you properly advertise that? How do you properly put that out there? And people are finding it now and enjoying it. And I think that speaks very highly of you, Jay, and how we all knew that you were good shit right from the get-go.
Well, thank you very much.
That's one of the one of the funny things is a lot of folks have been like, how the hell were you guys able to kind of get this off the ground so quickly? And yes, part of it, I am still sort of shocked at how quickly we were able to get this off the ground. But the secret of it is we were doing cool shit like this as a team for years. And so transitioning over, obviously, to Second Wind, we have a lot of very big ideas and new things we want to try and things we want to change. But at the same time, like, the stuff we were doing, we were really proud of, and the audience loved it. And now that we have a larger audience, or sort of an audience that's paying more attention to stuff like
we have fresh eyes,
and people are going to discover
unified audience. I feel.
People are going to discover, how great Jay's videos are, how great Frost's videos are, how great, once we get a D&D show up and running, how great that was with you in the beginning, how great our streams
super
are.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's the thing. It's like we were talking about, how to properly market and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When we decided to make Design Delve animated, which was a decision we made like a few months before everything happened, the event happened.
The event.
The incident.
I didn't create Ludo in a way to be cute and to be like a little mascot. Like, I wanted something to bounce off of, and I was like, I need something to talk to and like something to do, and to be with. And then like, as a lot of people didn't know, Ludo is my real life dog, and I was just like, that would be kind of cool. And then the evolution of having the hats and like everything, and I was like, it became super cute and really cool. But yeah, it's really refreshing to be like, I'll be honest, not to get sappy. It's when I was reading the comments on the first video that we put out that's done really well, a lot of the comments are saying, variations of, I never gave this a chance. I'm really glad I did now. This is really good.
Hell yeah.
And to have been like, because it's no secret that I've been struggling to try and find, an audience. Even on the Escapist, my views were quite low because I have a niche subject, it's all game design stuff. Being able to read all of those comments, like, it nearly brought me to tears because I was like, holy shit, it felt like I'd finally broken through like this wall that was in front of me.
And it's funny because it was never, it was always like your stuff was always good enough. It was just like that sort of, that whatever, that
it needed that thing, that something.
Win. Yeah.
And it's a shame that it required all of us to lose our jobs.
Minor technicality.
Yeah, but
that little thing.
It's definitely worth it. And seeing the passion of the old and like new fans.
Yeah.
Is really heartwarming,
And,
and
the
I'm
fact that we
looking
already
forward
have
to where
like
the show can go
we
in
already
the
have
future.
merch. You know, you can
Yeah,
already, you
right?
can already go to our Shark Robot store. And Jack, you made first off, that was literally the greatest ad of all time. I'm rewatching Mad Men,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's one of those ads like Don Draper would be like smoking a cigarette and calling all hands at Sterling Cooper and be like, "Who is this? Like, why aren't we doing this?" And then he'd cheat on his wife because Don Draper, spoilers, he does that a lot.
Bad man. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got really cool merch. El Cheshire with the amazing art.
It's
as per
amazing
usual.
what happens if like artists, come along with you, just to be like, shit, we need a logo. Oh, you've made one? Fuck, great. Shit, we need a shirt. Oh, you made one? Fuck.
Yeah, it turns out, as Marty was saying, we all, in our own specific roles, know exactly what we're fucking doing. We are just not being shackled by anything anymore, or like weird rules, or wants. And this is a testament to like if you just let the creatives do the thing they're good at,
Let 'em cook.
Just let them cook.
it succeeds. It's
Absolutely.
it's amazing to see.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Czar Arthur, thanks for the $2 Congrats, JM8 and Design Delve, and give Ludo all the pets. Thank you, Czar Arthur.
Shall do. Thank you.
Ryan Betts, thanks for the $5 American. Marty, here's some money to make you all name the horse after that animal you were on about a few slightly something else ago.
Voytech the bear.
Is there a Voytech? Okay, so we have to name the horse Voytech?
I will definitely not get to the horse in this stream. However, Voytech the bear, I've brought him up on several streams, is a famous Polish bear that was liberated during World War II from a zoo and became a colonel in the Polish army. And he would carry ammo for the troops, and he would like smoke cigarettes and play cards with them. This is all literally real. This is all real. Voytech the bear. Every time any movie comes out, I get angry because we don't have a Voytech movie yet. So I see a trailer for literally anything, a new superhero movie, a new Scorsese movie, a new kids movie, and I'm like, why do we not have a Voytech the bear film? I put the Wikipedia link to Voytech in there.
Sunset of the Flower Moon or whatever. That's not about a bear fighting in World War
Flower
One.
Moon.
What the
Big deal,
I forgot what it's
Scorsese.
called.
Give me the cigarette smoking bear. So I'm allergic to all animals, and so I wasn't able to partake in the sort of the pet sharing video or screen, the image that went around that Pat Manathan made.
Oh,
with
yeah,
all
yeah.
the different second win pets. I want to just have like Voytech as my honorary pet. Just Voytech, like
like
smoking
it.
cigarettes, playing cards. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Where are we now? We are at Chris Gaines 2000. Thanks for the $5 American. Pretty big black bars on the side of the game. Wonder if we'll ever see Willow pop up again. For what is Link but a willow in a hat?
What is Link?
Marty is driving this stream. I cannot promise any willows. I know, like last night, Will kept saying he was seeing willows, but I don't know about that. I think it was in his head. That's what he said. He kept saying like he would see a willow, and then I would look on the stream, and I didn't see any. So
Secret willows. The black bars, if that was a serious question, was just I'm playing on the Switch, Nintendo Switch Online, and that is just because this game was 4x3 when it was originally made 25 years ago. That's just how those things work. So.
Theoretically, we should probably have an alternate just for when we
overlay?
when we do stream vintage video games, retro video games.
Especially if we're going to keep doing HBD. Which I'm just gonna keep calling this series HBD until it actually gets I already have a logo in my head, like a little present with Phoenix.
When you say it like that though, when you abbreviate it, it sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
No, people say HBD, right? A lot of people, like 75% of people have HBD.
It's the first time I've ever heard it.
It sounds like HPV is what it sounds like.
Has anyone ever used the abbreviation HBD for happy birthday? Happy birthday.
Oh, no, never.
No one ever has done that in the history of time.
Chat.
I did not know what you were referring to when you said HBD. I thought you had a name for the show.
I literally thought HBD was universal happy birthday because I have a friend who would always use
No, you're
Look
the
at
only person in like recent human history that has said something completely original that has never been uttered by another soul.
You know what the
Marty,
fuck?
look at the chat. Look at the chat. No, never,
The
no.
amazing thing.
Oh,
There's never a moment where someone says something. It's like, "Am I the only one?" And it's like, "No, it's the internet. Of course, you're not the only one. I am literally the only one."
nobody has ever said this ever.
I genuinely thought that was a thing.
No, and if anyone in chat says that they do say it, they're a fed.
You're a liar. Yeah,
They're
you're
a
liar.
fed. Well, now
Don't be a narc. This is, oh my God, Marty, this is universally just you. No, never. No,
Counterpoint.
that's weird. No.
counterpoint. You know, when you come up for a new series, you have to do a lot of Google searches, and we're like, "Ooh, there's already a podcast that kind of sounds like this." A name, guys.
Yeah.
Getting HBD branding is going to be easy peasy. Easy peasy. No competition for HBD.
You're right,
I love
but
the
everyone will
idea-
be confused.
The name for the show is nice. It's just when you abbreviate it, it just
Yeah.
it
HBD
It's too
Ocarina
much.
Time. I got a big list of all sorts of HBDs we could do later this year.
God.
Beautiful. This is so it would be called HBD stream, like happy birthday stream.
Or like, I also was thinking Happy Birthday Blank. Like literally the name of the stream is Happy Birthday Blank.
yeah. Happy birthday, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, and so it's
So-
Happy
so
Birthday. So
H-
the name of the stream is Happy Birthday, comma Ocarina of Time. Happy Birthday, comma the Dreamcast.
Well, wait,
George
is it happy
Lucas.
birthday?
Okay, we need to go back in time. George Lucas just said that Beyond Good and Evil turned 20 a week ago, and we missed the HBD stream.
Yeah, we could have HBD'd.
We were too busy setting up a company. Oh,
We were a little busy then.
yeah.
Nick wants us to know that Nick says I have Nick Calandra says I have merch in my head right now.
Nick, are you had like several desk mats. What's going on? How many desks you got going on over there, Nick? What's going on in KC? You got Patrick Mahomes,
Nick-
you got Travis Kelce, you got Taylor Swift, you got a bunch of desks.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick has samples of all the merch, and we are all the rest of us are incredibly jealous.
I want a mug.
Yeah.
I'm honestly like I don't need a desk mat. I'm a dry guy. I just need a mug.
You need
No,
a
it's-
desk mat.
What do you mean?
I just want merch from my own show. It's really difficult to tell someone in real life that my show is finally getting merch, and they say, "Can I have some?" And I go, "No, I can't. I don't have any."
Nick, can
And
I
they're
get an
"Oh, I
HBD
want
mug?
some merch."
When do we
You can get
do
it-
we have HBD mugs out there yet?
You can get an HBD mug right now at Target. Like it'll just say happy birthday.
No, I
El
need to
Cheshire
say
is so
HBD.
good, right?
HBD.
El Cheshire is so good that I guarantee El Cheshire is currently drawing HBD merch as we are speaking. And also to reiterate, we are going to be getting merch.
Yeah.
We're just sorting things out in the back end. That was a joke. We are getting merch of our own
That was
content.
a Lucy Goofy.
That was an old school gripe that will be rectified.
Yeah.
Agreed. Let's see here. Emmanuel Torbio, thank you for the 250 DOP, whatever those are. Related to late 90s nostalgia, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was Creed a Christian band? Keep it up, guys.
Believe so, yeah. It was, but not like. There's a lot of bands that had like Christian kind of overtones or undertones, like Live, the band Live from the early '90s was kind of
Sure.
kind of skewed religious. There's even rappers that skewed religious, but it's not like I wouldn't say they're like a Christian band, as in like they're not being played at like church functions.
They're not playing church festivals.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying. Was it Guster? Was it the band Guster? Like if I hadn't seen for 40
Yeah, yeah.
days.
God, I haven't thought
Like
about
they-
Custer in a very long time.
They were like an alt rock acoustic band that would like just literally write songs about like the Great Flood in the Bible. Like
Yeah.
they were Christian rock all the way. Creed. Their big song is "With Arms Wide Open,"
Yeah.
like, which is very clearly about
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Can you take me
but-
higher?
Right. Like I wouldn't. So they were a band that were Christian. I wouldn't necessarily consider them Christian music. Two slight differences, but very important differences, if that makes sense.
Ooh, one of these Dekus earlier told me the order I
What's
had to do
the-
these guys in, and I was not paying attention because we were
Oh,
we were
no.
spoofing, goofing fast and loose. There's only a combo with 3. I'll be able to figure it out. Maybe it was 2-1.
What's What's the weirdest Christian band you know of, like that you wouldn't expect to be a Christian band?
The Beatles. No, they're not Christian. I don't know.
I think something I heard recently, I saw like on a short or like on a little video, was that the Killers are a Mormon band.
The Killers are Mormons. Is that like I know Brandon Flowers, whoever the main guy is a Mormon.
And that a lot of their songs are, once you realize that they're Mormons, are overtly Christian.
Yeah.
And I did not see that coming. So that to me, that's the one.
Yeah, mine was I used to be like a huge metal head when I was a kid, and there was a band I really liked. Like this, I was like an emo teenager, so I was like really into like screamo bullshit. And there was a band called The Devil Wears Prada, and they're like super like they go hard. And then I found out that they were like a Christian band. And like by watching like not a music video, but like a performance they were doing, and it was at like a Christian like event, and I was like, this is really strange.
Did that change your opinion of them? Did that suddenly make them like significantly lamer?
No, it made them more metal for me, because I was like, if you can succeed as a Christian band being like a screamo emo band, I'm like, damn, nice. They must be good. I haven't listened to them in years. Don't let that paint my your view of my music taste stream. I haven't listened to them since I was like 13. So
sure. Pure Pyro, thanks for the €2. Editing tips from Jay. I asked from Jack and Frost too. You did. You asked me and Frost for editing tips, and we had. It's such a vague question, Pure Pyro, that it's difficult to come up with an answer. But like, what's like so I'm gonna try to ask Jay a more specific question, which is like, we all start editing kind of just for fun. Like when I started editing, it was VHS to VHS tape,
right?
Using 2 different VCRs. And so once I got into non-linear editing, digital non-linear editing, you hit a certain point where like, oh my god, if I would have known this sooner, I could have sped up my workflow significantly. Do you have anything like that?
I have a few things that I can kind of give you a peek into how I edit and what I find the easiest. So I'm assuming with a lot of people, if you want like editing tips from us, you're probably thinking about like game footage and like gameplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I find randomly trying to pull gameplay footage incredibly infuriating and tedious and boring, and I don't think it makes it good. Well, that's because I do a thing to try and make it more entertaining. One of my pet peeves is just having random gameplay over me talking, or not necessarily in everyone else's content, but mine specifically. I do not like doing it. So for years I would just play the game, record everything, and then go and try and pick relevant things. And like first of all was record in chunks. Like, don't just record yourself for an hour and then try and go back and get those clips. Record for like, I do it as in like events. So if I go from one room to another, that room is a clip, and then I stop recording and I record again.
Oh, sure.
And that means you can categorize all of your footage. So people in our team, I will be uploading my footage backlog in a drive for us. It's all categorized, so you can like just type in what you want and it will show up. That's time consuming, but it makes editing super quick. And another thing to go with this is storyboard your videos. So interesting. How I edit is I record my voiceover, and then I get the music I want for the correct vibe. And then I edit the entire video with no video, like no visuals, just sound, and I make it work sound-wise for the entire stretch.
Okay. And
then I go back through and I basically type out exactly what I want in every shot. And you'll see my timeline. Next time I edit a video, I'll post it to the Discord. It's just a timeline full of text boxes that say exactly what the visual is going to be. And it's all timed to the music and my voice, and it's all fully done. It's just text. Then that makes going to get footage very easy because you know exactly what you need. Yeah. It then also makes the actual process of getting that footage and putting it in incredibly easy because it's all drag and drop. It's like, I know this clip, what it is, and I know it goes here and it's this length, and it just goes in. And it's yeah. So planning, allow yourself a day to like plan out the video, rather than doing it just like on the fly. You definitely can make a sick video on the fly, but
I was gonna say you and I have very different styles, because I am definitely of the slap something together and see if it works. Like just start putting things in the timeline. Oh, this doesn't work. You can always change it. I
still do that. Yeah, for sure. In some instances, I say like, people will notice if they watch my videos. I like panning shots in games and like nice flowy panning shots.
Yeah.
In the timeline when I'm storyboarding, it will just say panning shot, and I have no idea what that's going to be. And I'll record thousands, and then I'll go through and find something that works. And then you get those beautiful moments where you put a piece of footage in or a shot, and then you realize that an action in the game or something lines up with the music, and it's like, you have that nice moment when you're editing. So I still do things like that.
You also just have, like, when you capture footage, you are really good at, like, you strip away all the HUD and everything, and so you make it like very, like, you have a very cinematic eye for when you capture footage.
I try to, yeah,
for,
and that
our videos,
fucks me over a lot.
Snapshot or whatever a while ago.
Yeah. It does me in because so editing the Dark Souls video that I just did, I was using footage of that I recorded years ago, and I remembered that I had to go through all of the Dark Souls games with no HUD to get all of the gameplay with no HUD. And spoilers, the HUD is really important to a lot of games. That's why it's there. And to get those shots, I'm gonna have to put myself through it. But I guess with the planning, it's kind of been born out of a necessity for my content, because I'm usually talking about something hyper specific. Like, it's like this thing in the game at this very precise moment. And for me, planning out those shots and knowing exactly what I need to film makes it easier for me, because I can just go back and get it, rather than trying to record everything in immense detail and then trying to have that ready on hand. It's like I can just go back. But yeah, and I guess one more thing would be 105s. That's it. So this is my secret trick, and we're gonna spot this in everything now. In a panning shot, say you have a still frame, you have the scale of the shot is at 100. Its scale is set to 100. If you think a shot is really static or boring, I do something called 105s, which is at the start of the shot you put it at 105 scale, and at the end you put it at 100, and it does this slight slow zoom. Oh, crisp. That's on like every shot I've ever done.
It's like your brain recognizes the movement, but the movement isn't like super obvious or anything in your face.
I do not like anything being still.
Interesting.
Ugh. Yeah, I could talk about editing for days. Apologies.
No, that's fine. People asked, like I know for me, editing is an art form, and everyone does it a little bit differently, and everybody has their different processes. The incredibly important thing for me is folder structure, and this almost has nothing to do with editing, but it just has to do with how you organize all the bullshit before you slap it on the timeline. Make sure that everything is labeled, everything has a folder, every folder has a folder within the folder, so you can, like, oh, I want this here, where is it? Instead of spending your time looking for the thing, you are instead spending the time dropping it in and seeing if it works. If you also want a really easy way to create the exact same folder structure for every project, go check out a little product called Post Haste, which is something that I've used for years now. You can set up template Premiere files, template After Effects files, and the exact same folder structure for every single project, so you know exactly where everything is. And it's a free. It's a free app called Post Haste, and it will save you hours in your life and in your processes.
File management is one of those like unsung things that's like feels like such a dumb thing to do, but like in the back end will save you so much time and hassle.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
Winged Potato, thanks for the $4.99 American. Shout out the event, one of the many crappy attempts to make a new Lost.
The event? Is that a TV series?
Apparently, I'm assuming it's a TV series. I don't remember.
Oh my god, Lost was so good.
Lost was so good, y'all.
Jimmy,
I
are
mean,
you still watching Lost?
it had its up and down.
I'm still watching Lost, yeah.
JM8's
So
watching Lost
good.
for the first time.
So before the event happened, I messaged Marty saying I'm watching Lost for the first time, and I know nothing about it. So chat, please. No
No
spoilers.
spoils. No spoils.
I'm probably one of the only people on the planet who doesn't know spoilers of Lost. So yeah, I'm a little bit into season 2, and then everything happened all at once.
Yeah.
Our event happened.
Oh yeah.
So I have not had the time because I've been working on American time basically. So
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't watch any of my
good.
Twitch streams because one of my pop-ups for donations is a big Lost spoiler.
okay, cool.
Which is a weird thing. Which is weird. You're usually asleep when I stream on Twitch because it's usually like fucking 3 in the morning for you. Just
3
a
in the
little word of
morning,
warning.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Be prepared for a roller coaster because obviously, like all the seasons have slightly different quality. There was a writer's strike right in the middle of it. Like, it's a whole thing. But oh man, I still overall,
I did it. Yeah, I did a rewatch.
Yeah,
last year, or earlier this year, and I fucking loved it. I loved every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
I have opinions already. I've only finished season 1 properly, but like I have opinions about it. But I think Marty suggested a while back that like I should watch more, and then we should do like a podcast where we discuss discuss it, rather than me just blurting out my thoughts right now. And we'll save it for a proper thing. I'm sure.
I think
like
some sort of an entertainment podcast in the works that we can share.
If only. If only.
By the way, guys,
I think
I know this isn't the entertainment podcast. Fucking D's Nuts thing just happened. Sorry. I'm the only one who can hear it, but the D's Nuts coffee dono just happened.
No, I heard it.
I heard it as well.
Finally, I can share D's Nuts. The Scott Pilgrim anime on Netflix. Do not read anything about it. If you like Scott Pilgrim, watch it. Give it to the end of the first episode because it is not what I thought it was.
Or it's not just anime Scott Pilgrim retelling.
No. I don't want to say any more.
My god!
It is not a one-to-one adaptation of what. It is not what I thought it would be, and you immediately understand why they made this thing.
I'm excited now.
Yeah. It's chat. Same thing. Reco. It's really good. Darren has a piece that's gonna be going up to Patreon members tomorrow on it, and Darren was smitten.
Gonna watch it.
Smitten with it.
Wow.
Yeah, only 8 episodes, whatever, 20 some minutes a piece. Nice quickies.
Ooh.
Yeah. Great music. There's one episode where they keep pulling songs from various Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. Like the first one, I was like, oh, that was from Tony Hawk. And then they do another song, I'm like, that was from Tony Hawk. And they do a third one, I'm like, you are just pulling songs that were in Tony Hawk.
Name a better video game soundtrack.
Does not exist.
Yeah. Really, all you need is Goldfinger, Superman, and I'm sold. I'm hooked.
Good.
Let's see here. Napoleon Complex, thanks for the 5 pounds. HBD, hope you don't catch HPV.
Oh, no.
We made that joke too. Quiet His Demon, thanks for the 4.99 pounds. Hey, fellas, thoroughly enjoying all the previous and continued content from you all. The new style of design delve is great. It really is. It looks
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Dead Card 13, thanks for the $5 American. I will buy merch with HBD. just for the strange looks people give me.
In before it's our highest selling merch ever.
I have HBD. That's just what the shirt says. That doesn't even make sense. I have happy birthday.
I had an HBD.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I
had an HBD.
That's okay. You're selling me on this streaming series, Marty. Krashnikov, thanks for the 20 sec. So HPV is a thing now. Are you positive? Yep, there you go. Herb4NM, thanks for the 10 Polish notes. I could go for the HBD shirt and mug. A good old HBDSM. Happy birthday stream marathon?
Oh my god.
Maybe?
Oh my, that'd be great. We're like all the
Right?
games that are celebrating a big anniversary.
Oh, that'd be great. We're Jason Tudor. Thanks for the $2 Canadian. Darren Mooney involved live stream when?
Could possibly have something to do with that aforementioned entertainment show being teased. Darren wanted to come to the other weekend when we played all the launch stream games, but he had prior obligations.
Darren is still around. For Patreon members, $5 and above, you get to read his wonderful articles. And yes, Jesse, Rexicon Jesse, in rating us over in Twitch, we are playing Zelda without you. To be fair, this isn't Majora's Mask, so it doesn't count.
You already played this one.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to play new Zelda games.
Yeah, you're only allowed to play Zelda games you haven't played before.
Also, we don't know if Jesse, is Jesse down with HBD?
Yeah, Jesse.
If you just walked in, that sounds like a weird threat I just offered.
You down with tell me this, Jesse. You down with HBD?
Y'all got a little HBD?
Brad, thanks for the $2 American. Jack, you're thinking of Jars of Clay. I am, not Guster. The band was called Jars of Clay. If I hadn't swim out of 40 days in aircraft going up on the crashing waves, lift me up, lift me over.
That sounds like we're talking about JC, Big JC.
Yeah, that was the Christian alt rock band called Jars of Clay.
Also, you guys realize that we're only a month away from the big day.
Yeah, the HBD for JC.
HBD JC.
Yeah.
Another piece of merch.
I want that on the top.
I'm out.
I want HBD GC, but a picture of in the game Xenogears, a bunch of characters get crucified because the game is super religious, and one of the characters is this little teddy bear, this pink teddy bear named Choo Choo, I think. And so a picture of Choo Choo being crucified, and then it says HBD GC.
No, I want that fucked up restoration picture of Jesus. You know.
Oh, we fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fixed it. It's Jesus in the
This one?
second wind style, and he's like melting.
A lot of Jesse's crew came in are confused. We want to do so we're doing this because it's the 25th anniversary of Ocarina of Time today, and I would love to have a recurring stream where we play games on their big anniversaries. And so it's just a big, it doesn't happen every week. It just happens when we when we want to play something and just gab about it. And so the idea for it was to be called Happy Birthday blank, like Happy Birthday Ocarina of Time, and you can shorten it to HBD, which I thought was common nomenclature for shortening Happy Birthday. And it turns out I was the only one. And yes, Chad, I did say crucified, and that was a Xenogears spoiler, and I apologize.
No, you said crucified.
Crucified?
You said crucified.
That's right. It's American. That's American Jesus. We crucified him up.
Crucify that bitch.
Serve him up with porterhouse steak.
Delicious.
Is this blasphemy?
Yes.
No, blasphemy. We streamed blasphemy before. I keep hitting yes to add, and he keeps repeating, this fucking owl. Get me out of this conversation. I am stuck in a loop. God, I can't get out.
Oh, man.
It's okay, Ludo. I'm not dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Frost. Frost, the only one wishing me an HBD. It's not my birthday, but I appreciate it.
We appreciate that, Frost. Where are we? Human Shield, thanks for the $4.99 American. Jack, I love your adverts. Please continue to make more. Always loved your Foundry virtual tabletop promotions. It's really easy to make those promotions when it's a product I just genuinely love and use all the time. Yeah. I love Foundry VTT. I was so excited when they said they would sponsor us because it's like, oh, this is going to be the easiest time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the shirts, the shirts was funny. Nick just said write something up. I said anything. He goes anything. I was like, hell yeah.
God, the ending. And then you get pulled into a meeting and HR's there and you realize everything's. And we're back.
Yeah. I originally wrote it up in which I had several dark breakaways that would cut back, but just for timing, I wanted to get it under a minute.
That was beautiful.
So I think that worked, and then Omar did a great job slapping some images on top of that. Yeah, I think it worked out great.
The gruesome twosome. That's what we call you.
The gruesome twosome works out great. Wesley Thomas, thanks for the $2 Canadian. I insist that Mr. Mister's Kyrie Ellison is a him. I am not familiar with the work of musician Mr. Mister. I apologize.
Oh, a hymn as in an H-Y, like a hymn as in...
H-Y-M-N, yes. A hymn.
I thought Mr. Mister was like a version of Sister Sister. Fuck, I need to bring a chicken to this guy or some shit like that. I forgot what I had to do for this man. Where do you even get a chicken from?
Where do you even get a chicken from?
The double air says, can I say I love you three together in a stream? You guys vid off each other so well. I'm assuming it means vibe. This is true, but we've also been told that our goof energy, it's like a goof echo chamber. It's just like
there's a little too much.
Gets stronger,
a little too much spoofing and goofing.
Yeah.
No such thing.
In about an hour, the goof level is going to be, it's infinitely scaling. So it's
going to reach uncomfortable. Yeah.
Trust me.
Mr. Mister is the name of a band.
Okay.
I don't know any of their songs. I just know that the band exists. So sorry, Wesley Thomas, if you're a big Mr. Mister fan, we can't be with you on that one.
Also, if you're a big Sister Sister fan, let's talk about Sister Sister because they're great.
Are you talking about Tia and Tamara?
Yeah. Go home, Roger.
Hell yeah.
That kid did not know how to go home.
Yeah. The old Sister Sister. Now, remind me, because it's been a while since I've seen Sister Sister. That was a regular on my viewing schedule. Mm-hmm. Were they both adopted, or was just one? Did they discover each other later in life that they were twins?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100% sure what was going on with Sister Sister lore. We can Frost if you wanna. Frost is working on Chronicles, the new the new series where he digs into the lore and strange urban legends surrounding things. So if we want Frost, if you need an idea. Maybe the backstory of Sister Sister as a first episode?
Here it is. This is what I thought. It's twin sisters separated at birth who are reunited as teenagers.
That's just Star Wars.
Right.
That's just Star Wars.
Right? It's basically just Star Wars.
George Lucas saw one episode of Sister Sister and was like, that's what I'll make my galaxy.
I think this was really great. Now, if one of them only had a sword that could cut metal, oh, jeez.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Oh, it's like I love the WB.
Go home, Roger.
That was probably the CW at the time. They were watching a little Sister.
Have you seen that thing online? How people think George Lucas is a cryptid now because there's a bunch of photos coming out that he's weirdly in the background of, like people just like hanging out like at a mall or at Disney World, and George Lucas is just there in the background. There's like a paparazzi photo when like Lindsay Lohan was spiraling out of control, trying to get a photo of her at a store, and George Lucas was just kind of like there in the background with like one of his daughters.
Can someone please send me these on Discord?
Yeah, there's like
I want to see these so bad.
George Lucas might be a cryptid.
He's just a man living his life. Like one of my favorite is like they were making a documentary in Chicago, and he was just like heading to like the theater while they were making a documentary, and so he's just like, excuse me, just like trying to get like through the little documentary they're making, and just shows up in the background.
Yeah,
he's just a man living his life. He's gonna show up in the background of pictures.
He's just a man being inspired by Sister Sister.
I just like it's like Tia Tamara. So, That's why it's like Luke and Leia. It's like two T's, alliteration. That's how I like to do it. Oh, I just got.
I do.
I like the idea of somebody confronting George Lucas and like saying, Kurosawa, and like just saying how he ripped all of these stories, but then he just admits it. He's like, because he's trying to get people away from thinking about Sister. He's got it like behind his back.
It's all
he's
psyop.
Like, it was all Kurosawa.
Yeah, Kurosawa and John Ford. That's definitely what I was inspired by. Flash Gordon.
Yeah, definitely the old cereals. That's right.
eating his court lunch.
His food court
I'm just
lunch.
gonna take Ludo to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay. Let's see here. Lesky Tarmik. Oh no.
Is it weird to hear yourself freak out?
Is that me?
Yeah. That was you doing a D's Nuts joke to me that was read in chat. And you obviously overemphasized it, and that is the sound effect for when a Kofi Annan.
Damn. Beautiful.
That's
Thank
an
you.
anonymous Kofi donation is a Kofi Annan.
And then I like it. Yep. Kofi Annan with a little foam on top. It's really delicious. Lesky Tarmac, thanks for the $2 Canadian. Has second win thought about float plane or nebula?
I don't know what float plane is. I like nebula, but that's probably like a year two, a future talk for us if we ever want to get off YouTube.
And Nebula is a little more like education focused, so not necessarily our wheelhouse. Floatplane it's a gated community. Floatplane is, like you have to like subscribe to get that content. Theoretically, it is a great alternative to something like YouTube because you can. It's a lot more lenient as far as like copyright strikes are concerned, and that sort of thing. I think the issue with either one of those services is it doesn't have the community for growth.
Yeah.
And so like you have to go in with a fan base already.
So Nebula does have like one of my favorite video essayists, Jacob Geller, had all of his videos launch a little early on Nebula, and he's able to use, like, for instance, he did a video on a few years ago. There was that Radiohead VR game. I don't know if you remember it.
I don't. That's fun.
It was like it was called like Kid Amnesia, and so it took a couple of their albums and made like these VR spaces out of the albums. A really cool, really trippy thing. However, his YouTube versions of the video were not able to use the Radiohead songs because they would be, God damn it, copyright donations. We're not able to use the Radiohead songs, and so he had different music on the main YouTube videos. However, I'm a Patreon subscriber, so I have access to his Nebula, and I was able to watch the videos with the Radiohead songs on there because apparently the cops can't go after Nebula or something. I don't know.
Well, again, YouTube is dependent on ads to keep the lights on, and so YouTube will always like default to the big corpos because that's where they get their money from. Something like Nebula, which is crowdfunded, something like Floatplane, which I want to say is the LTT. Linus Tech Tips kind of started that thing to have like a community where they wouldn't have to worry about copyright strikes. Or like the big Google corpos slamming down on them. Not like they get strikes as much as what is happening.
Oh, well, I feel like the camera needs to be changing. Do I need to go in here during the day or something?
Is this Resident Evil?
Yeah, I don't know why it was a fixed camera angle.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Maybe do I have to enter during the day? I don't know. You can only get into the castle itself during the day. Okay. Does time pass in this room chat? I'm sorry. Continue talking.
Oh, so like I think like it's wonderful. Like we need alternatives to YouTube 100%. Like as someone who's a big believer in YouTube, we need alternatives to YouTube. So YouTube understands that like the creators should be some sort of priority. But right now YouTube doesn't care because that's the only place to upload. That being said, YouTube is also the only place people upload. And so like if we are concerned at all about future growth, we have to have a presence on YouTube.
Agreed. YouTube will always be our primary platform, and Patreon will always be our primary revenue platform because this is something we're building with you guys.
Well, and I think like like that theoretically works where it's like if you like the things we make, like this is a very simple transaction, right? If you like the things we make, you give us money, we keep making the things.
Yeah.
Boom. Just that easy. Right? And that's what we're trying to do. Just trying to keep it real simple. We'll still have to play by some of YouTube's guidelines as far as fair right usage and whatnot, but nothing as egregious as taking out the cuss words because we don't need to necessarily be beholden to the algorithm, which is beautiful.
I had a dilemma the other day. So I've been super active in reading everyone's feedback in the Design Delve section in the Discord, and I was thinking about cursing and swearing and stuff because I have a filthy mouth. Like I'm British, so it comes with the territory, but like I swear a lot. Yeah. But obviously I haven't been able to under certain previous management. But now that's like more on the table, and I was like, oh cool, I can start swearing again, and it's gonna be great. And then somebody messaged in the chat. Multiple people messaged in the chat, but I remember this one, which was somebody said, "Oh, thank you for making Design Delve. My 9-year-old child loves it and loves Ludo and everything." And I was like,
"Gotta maintain you gotta be wholesome."
I will try and stay relatively family friendly because if I can inspire one child to want to be a game designer, that's I'm done. I'm happy.
That's fair. That's really fair and important.
I'm gonna ride the line a little bit, so we'll see.
No, it's fair.
I like Frost's
Context.
reasoning for not swearing in his videos because he said he's holding out for that Disney money. I'm like, that's mad respect. He's like, I want that Disney money.
Hell yeah.
Dinny.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Where are we? Thanks for the $2 American. This banter is bananas. Never change. Please, we'll do what we can.
think we're incapable of
Skeleton Power. Thanks for the $2 American. Jack. Rich Evans guest stream whenever he wants to. Drago, which by the way will be never. Drago PYG 10,000 PYGs, whose idea was making Nick pulls for the Second Wind shirt ad. That's Omar.
Nick Pulse.
Yeah.
Nick pulls.
Nick Pulse
Omar
is really
put
good.
Nick's face on nipples.
Oh.
My original written joke as one of the several like kind of low volume asides was, wind blowing across your nips. Wait, can I say nips? Of course I can. It's my ad. And then moving on. But cut for time. Double A. Thanks for the $9.99. EA. Maybe, or is that your name? It doesn't matter. I say let the goof hit the roof. Keep it coming. Thank you. Double E.
Raise
got
the
no
roof
goof
for
ceiling anymore.
For Goofer T.
Yes. And GH, thanks for the $10 American. Congrats on the support. Since going indie, here's a bit more. Y'all awesome. So is Kid Amnesia.
See, there you go. I didn't make that thing up.
Where's the biblically accurate game controller? How am I supposed to know who is playing? I know, Frost. I put it in the
You also put Willow. I got a lot of things to download. Oh shit! I almost screwed everything up.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid to open Discord because that's if I change Discord, the cameras get broken. I'm afraid.
Don't
Can you Slack
do it.
me the images?
Can I? They're in the Slack.
I thought they were in the Discord.
It's in the controller. It's in the.
Can you Slack me Willow?
Oh, can I Slack you Willow? Yeah. Oh, well, I can Slack you Willow. 100%.
Can you give me a little Willow? Oh my God, Pat Madison. Ooh, we got some good column art coming in. Ooh, ooh,
Damn.
ooh.
Damn.
Yo.
One of my requests was like, I want Mario from Mario Sunshine with a bunch of leaves behind him. And you know what I got? Mario from Mario Sunshine with a bunch of
Exactly
leaves
that.
behind him.
Padmanathan's skill is unbelievable. Also, I had to do this at the Escapist for obvious reasons because I don't need to see them all. I'm not in the like thumbnail Padmanathan chat, but I
Yeah.
requested to specifically be added because I like just looking at Padmanathan's art. So
Yeah.
can you add me to it, please?
Yeah, we can absolutely. We'll get you. We'll get
Do
you.
not add me to it. I don't want to be in any more channels.
Pretty sure
I
you're
don't
already
like.
in here. That's literally where you posted the controller.
God damn it! Get me out of there.
Chewie, get us out of there.
I'm in far too
Will I
many
get
channels.
kicked?
No, it's all right. All right, Marty, I just DM'd you Willow, and in the graphic design channel is the controller to use.
Perfect.
Discord is home to all the pings. You mute every channel on Discord. It's no good. Mute
It's no
Slack,
good.
mute Discord. Discord, if you don't mute a channel, it just dings constantly.
Also, we
that?
got a couple. I opened up the Ko-Fi. To
Oh,
read
great.
A couple of those. Polio donated 20 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Polio. Glad to make it for the debut of HPD, which apparently stands for Dyslexic Happy Editing Delve. Oh, that was good because we were doing the little editing delve, the editing chatter.
Yeah, we were.
That's great.
And then Halvard, thank you so much. Just says nuts with a Z. And Winna did.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for the support as well. You guys are great.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Stay classy.
We appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's tough because once you get us like revved up on like production talk, it's hard to get us stopping because obviously that's what we do and it's what we love to do. So, Jack, can you turn off server-wide message pings in the server notification? Oh, yes, I know you can turn off server-wide message pings in the server notification settings, or just mute everything.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it.
Here's a hack. Put yourself on Do Not Disturb and you get no pings ever. That's the only reason I am on Do Not Disturb.
Also, we are starting a new business, and so we're going to be very liberal with the pings. The pings will die down a little bit, but
Yeah.
you got to see it from our point of view. And so you are free to remove yourself from the ping conversation, but we're definitely going to be pinging a bit. We're going to be doing a bit
we're
of ping
pinging
pong.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because
You're
there's so
gonna
many
get
new
pinged.
things. There's so many new things to ping you about.
Also, every time you get a ping, just to pretend it's a DM straight to you, and being like, "Oh my God, Nick
Ooh.
messaged me alone to say the stream was going to be going on," and then you feel really good about it.
We're gonna write a little song. The ping, ping, ping. The ping is the ding. Da ping, ping, ping. The ping is a ding.
I'm also relatively sure I keep looping in this conversation as well, because they keep asking me if I want to hear that again. But sometimes instead they'll say, "Do you want to hear that again?" Or they'll say, "Did you understand?" And those have different answers.
Ah, yes, that's true. Gosh dang, Ocarina of Time.
It's a good
It's-
video game.
It is a
It
very
is-
good video game.
But I've never got on with Ganondorf's face.
Why? Because he looks like a little goblin.
It's the length of it this way. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, is like the silhouette. He kind of looks like Adrian Brody.
a little bit if he was turned up to like 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's a good-
okay.
yeah.
I like this because while I respect is what I will say. Enjoy is a strong word. While I respect the top-down Zelda's like more puzzle-focused gameplay, I significantly enjoy the Zelda games with a more combat-focused. You know,
Yeah.
the thing I love about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like this is the swordsman, right? Like Link is our top warrior here to guard Princess Zelda. And it's
Yeah.
like that's how I feel when I play these games. I want to be that dude.
Yeah.
So
Whereas the top down ones
This
have
was-
more of like a puzzly. Like, let me be like a little
Yeah.
dude who's like scurrying through dungeons and solving puzzles.
and then you go Whereas this one was like, oh no, like this is a third-person action game,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make it action-centric.
Yeah. And again, in a span of a month, we got this, we got Half-Life, we got Metal Gear Solid. Like what a month. We could have done so
Half-Life
many
came out the same
HBDs.
year as Ocarina of Time.
We could have done. You know, the secret first HBD was last week this time because it was
true.
Half-Life's HBD, but then Yahtzee wanted to play Opposing Force, which I will say was very cool. So I'm glad
And
we got to
Beyond
play
Good and Evil.
that. And Beyond Good and Evil. Oh man, I have a whole.
People always forget about Beyond Good and Evil, including the devs.
Motherfuckers act like they forgot
Oh.
about Beyond Good and Evil.
Wasn't there there was a sequel that was like announced 80 million
Oh, Jack, don't get me started.
Game Awards ago, right?
Marty knows the whole that is me talking about Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
I knew it was doomed right from the start. As soon as Joseph Gordon-Levitt says we're crowdsourcing sounds and images for this game, and you just go, oh nope, it's never happened. It's never
Like, oh,
happened.
this is a mistake.
They're already cheaping out on making the game. Fuck it, it's never happening.
I've said it before, and I'll say it one more time. It's the only thing I'll say about Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil is my favorite game of all time, and I was extremely excited for when it got announced, when like the sequel got announced like 18 years ago.
Yeah.
But when they were like, yeah, we're properly doing it this time, I joined the thing called the Space Monkey Program, which was like the diehards, the people who would like really be signed up for everything.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
was.
And I think like a month or two after they announced it, they put out an email which was a survey, and in it, the simple question was, what do you want the game to be? An FPS, a multiplayer game, a story-driven game? Like they had no idea what the game was gonna be, and they'd already put out like 3 trailers, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucked, and
Yeah.
I died a little bit that day.
It's amazing. It's amazing. We have the rights to this game, and we don't know what to do with it.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I DM'd you guys my big list of anniversaries over the next year. So these are all potential HBDs.
Oh my
Also,
god.
Over in Discord.
Like here's the thing about HBD, it's also like very close to SBD, which is the way you talk about a silent fart.
No one
So-
uses SBD.
You've gone into next year.
SBD is used all the time.
SBD is used all the time.
SBD is used all the time. Oh, SBD, silent but deadly. Everyone does that. Yeah.
Waka waka waka.
Waka waka. Okay, I am so there for Double Dash. Double Dash is I think one of the best Mario Karts. Oh, Left 4 Dead. That's beautiful.
Double Dash was several days ago, so you're gonna have to wait another 5 years.
Oh, that's in
Ooh,
November. Yeah. Oh, I see that. I see that. Doom.
Mario Party.
Suikoden.
Suika game.
Suikoden.
Suika game.
Sonic Adventure. Okay, yeah.
South Park 64.
Yeah, that was where you could
pee,
pee on snow and throw.
pee on the snowball.
Yeah.
That's right.
I haven't even gotten to the 90s for most of these HBDs either. This is just most of the mods.
That's great.
Yeah, a lot going on. A lot of the big plans for the HBD. You just wait. A year from now, this is going to be the HBD channel featuring Second Wind.
Featuring Second Wind. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Second Wind is just going to become HBD VODs.
Yeah.
And they do millions of views. A million comments, and they're all saying, "What the fuck does
What's wrong with you
HBD
guys?
stand for?"
What is wrong with you guys? And we're gonna be like,
Happy
we were the
birthday.
first ones to think of playing games on their anniversaries, and they're gonna be like, no, you weren't. You were absolutely not.
Yeah, but we
Finally,
called it
gaming
we
space.
called it HBD.
Yeah.
And that means happy birthday in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because people still won't know.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I saw HBD ... Ocarina of Time as just a video title, I'd be like,
What's going on here?
what? And I'd click on it because
Yeah.
I'm just so
Yeah.
confused.
I like it. I like it.
HBD's nuts.
God
Oh
damn.
no.
Adrian,
Oh, no.
nicely done. Nick would be proud.
Welcome to Second Wind. You've just contracted an HBD.
Yeah. We could do HBD
Flares up
shout outs
once
to
a year.
people on their BDs. You can wish people
Oh
on
my
HBD.
God.
That should be a new.
So
there should be an
it's my
Patreon.
birthday next month. Can I
We
do
get-
a
sounds like you're getting
is there,
an
is
HBD.
there a game that comes that is there a HBD on my birthday?
You gotta check.
Let's have a look.
You gotta check the old list.
No, there isn't. Smash Bros is the day before.
Oh my god.
We could make our like top tier donators could be our BBDs, like our big birthday days, big birthdays, big beautiful
Birthday days.
BBBDs, big beautiful birthdays. Like it'll be. Oh no! Oh Jay!
I'm
don't
dying,
die.
dude.
Don't die!
That joke was too good. It cut into my soul.
Yay!
I've contracted the goof.
You got an HPD.
I have. Just been diagnosed.
Shy
I've
guy.
got exactly
it's not
1 year
TV,
to
it's
live.
HBD.
Gelden Yelch, thanks for the $2 American. Here with my fellow HBD survivors. Thank you. Oh yeah, BBDs are big, beautiful donors. There you go, Steampunk. There you go.
I don't know what's going on in this hole. I can't remember what's going on down this hole, but I'm going down there to see. I'm doing some exploring.
I think the awful skeletons are down there, right?
Oh, the re-deads?
Oh yeah, the slow.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared for any of this.
The reed heads. That's
Yeah.
right.
The re-deads and the Gibdos. I like the zombies
Gibdos.
in Tears of the Kingdom, because especially like the desert section. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Quite easy as well. Like I've always found Zelda zombies to be quite easy to fight, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like you have some room to breathe.
Enough things that are a pain in the ass.
Well, and you know, it's one of those. You know, Tears of the Kingdom is the world's greatest Batman game because it's like as long as you are prepared with stuff, every fight is incredibly easy. You just have to be prepared for it.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was a little
I'm sorry,
star.
Jeremy Irons.
Oh, J.I.
Something I learned of HBDJ. Something I just learned recently is apparently Jeremy Irons blew out his voice whilst singing that song.
Really?
And because of their recording schedule, there hits a point during Be Prepared right after one of his big notes in which he can no longer record. So they have to get a Jeremy Irons vocal impersonator to finish the song. And once you know that information, you can hear the tick over, and it's
Oh.
very, very crazy.
Wow.
Awesome. Also,
Yes.
that gives me hope. There's a job for anyone, right? That
Yeah.
is one of the most specific things ever A Jeremy Irons singing impersonator.
Yes,
Doesn't they get a lot of work?
apparently the other Frost says Jim Cummings, who also did the voice of Winnie the Pooh, was the Jeremy Irons impersonator.
This story's nuts.
Yeah. Because Jeremy Irons, like, you know, during one of his like big like "Arr!" it just blew out his dang old voice, and so they had to call in a little Pooh Bear.
Did you know
to
Jim
finish it
Cummings
out.
famously only records wearing a t-shirt and nothing else?
Wow.
He enters the recording booth.
Probably how he got the part, really.
Pantless,
Yep.
yeah. HBD. Jim
He's
Cummings.
he's difficult to work with. Like, he's
Yeah.
not erect or anything. Don't make it weird, Chad.
Yeah, don't be weird, Chad.
But don't be weird. Like, that's just how he feels
Yeah.
comfortable recording, and so it's a little difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Smarshian, thanks for the $2 American. Ignore the hate, Marty. HBD -- is great. Do it up.
I think HBD is wonderful. Yeah, I agree.
Well, Marty's somehow in luck and also cursed because we make decisions as a team now. So nobody can overrule. We have to collectively
I can
vote
win.
for
I
HBD.
think I can win enough people over with HBD.
Well, you've already won me over. I
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
you've
the
sold me.
first, but now I'm here.
You've sold me. And, you know, we've had those meetings where it's like, you know, someone throws out an idea and it's not everybody's favorite. I mean, like, I'm just looking at you, Ficus. And it's not everyone's favorite, but it slowly grows until it's everyone's favorite name.
Here's looking
Ficus.
at you, Ficus.
Yeah. You don't like it at first, but it slowly grows, just like HBD. It's,
Oh,
that's
I
one
was
of the
gonna say
symptoms.
just like a ficus. For those who don't know, ficus was one of the names that I pitched for this channel.
Ficus damn near killed us. What?
Ildis.
That didn't make any sense. In my head, I was like, I got a good one. I got a good one, and they're gonna love it.
I like thinking about that though, about all of like the name ideas that we all pitched. Of
Yeah.
like, wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious to see the BBC talking about ficus, ficus media?
Ficus media.
Like, they'd all have to add an explanation at the end.
Y'all here to
of
talk
what
about
it
plants?
meant. And that would be very educational. That would be your contribution. Oh god.
You know, a ficus is a very hard to kill a house plant, and you know, theming.
I thought it was
Theming. Yeah, it was great. It's not a great name in general. I agree with
A
that.
ficus plant's also known for if you try and kill one of them,
Yeah.
all of the ficus plants in the house
Yeah.
collectively leave the house at once and build
It's-
another house.
It's true. That's true.
True. It's a
Yeah.
good name.
Yeah.
I vote we
good
go
name.
back and we change
Yeah, it sounds like
gonna
weirdly
do-
specific, but no, it's just what ficuses do.
Rebranding. We're rebranding to Ficus. Team Ficus.
Yep,
We're here
Team
for it.
Ficus.
Alex Holly, thanks for the $9.99. American. Seems so many public companies going under because they must and can't grow exponentially forever. Do you think current and future companies will stop going public as a trend?
No, I mean the exponential growth is the doom of seemingly anything,
Yeah.
right? When there's an expectation that year over year it needs to keep getting bigger,
Yeah.
that inevitably leads to the downfall. So I would like to hope so, but as long as money is still king, I don't know about that.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the problems is that the people in charge,
Yeah.
and this isn't talking about any company specifically, it's like general. Usually the people who are in charge at the very top level are not people who are passionate or care about the thing that they are producing. They're passionate about it can make money. Like,
Yeah.
now that we're like employee owned, right? We're all incredibly passionate about what we do, and like something Nick and everyone has said is just that we're not in this business to make profit. We're in this business to make sure that we can all keep doing this really fucking cool job for all of the people who want to see us do it.
Yeah.
And that's because the people who are in charge now, which is us, care about the job more than we care about money, you know?
Right. And it's like, you know, I have to put on my big pants every once in a while and be like, oh, but money is still important because that's how we can do the job.
Sure, exactly.
But I think for people, you know, like what you're talking about, the exponential growth people, is they are so far removed from the product, right? that they don't one, they don't understand the product, and they don't care about the product. We talked about this the other day when we were talking about like kind of where Disney is at right now. Disney's product is their theme parks. The reason that they bought Star Wars, the reason that they bought Marvel was so that they could expand on their theme parks, because that's where their greatest profit margin is. They don't care about the movie product or the TV show product. The higher ups at Disney do not care about that quality. And for a while it was okay because we had people in charge who did care, but they got spread a little too thin. And so like that's why we're kind of seeing this like, vast quality difference, is because the higher ups don't care about the product. And so that's but to get to your specific question is like, are we reaching the end of the era of exponential growth? The answer is absolutely no, because usually the people at the top, after they burn out the thing that actually makes the product, they still make money and move on to the next thing that they start burning out.
Yeah, you see that with John Riccatello at Unity, when everyone's like, why does this guy's name sound familiar? And you're like, oh, this is the fucker that did the same thing at EA. So he failed at EA, but made EA a bunch of money, and then just moved over to Unity, made Unity a bunch of money, failed again, will move somewhere else, do the same thing, golden parachute.
But all of these CEOs just move on to new things. It's cyclical.
They bleed their community dry. They make money. Once the community's dead, they move on to the next community, and forever and ever, amen. And the only thing we can hope for is that enough communities make their own ownership so that they can't be bled dry.
It's cool to see that in the gaming space, where you see, places like your MinMax and like your Easy Allies.
Yes.
And, everything kind of funny and Colin. And it's cool to see that individual creators taking ownership, taking power.
Yeah, and that's what we can hope for. Like, it's not going to end because people will always be greedy, and like as our business takes off, rolling. What? As our business grows, like it will be part of our responsibility to make sure that we make enough money to keep the lights on. Like that's going to be part of our job. Obviously, we want to keep making the fun stuff that you all like watching. And so, like the shirt ad, you will see advertisements. That's going to happen because we need to keep them lights on. But hopefully we will stay attuned to the product that we are producing as to not, completely disregard it at some point.
We now have full say over what ads come in and what ads come out. Whether we're going to be able to dictate where they go in videos. So videos might have ads, but maybe they'll be after the video itself and before the credits, that kind of thing. Obviously, you're still going to offer ad-free tiers for folks who want to support and not watch ads. So all that
absolutely.
Yeah, we're also being very mindful of like keeping money people away from our baby, right? Like, there's a conversation we had very early on about like, potential what was the kind of visuals of an investment and stuff like that, and we were all very strict on we don't want people who aren't us owning anything, because we don't want that possibility of them buying certain things and taking control, and it's the whole horrible thing starting again. Like, from now on forever, Second Wind will be a company, an employee-owned company.
100%. The people making the things will have a say in how the things are made. by legal definition this time, not just by handshake deals or whatever. It's going. So like we have a decent plan. It's frightening right now because technically we're all still unemployed. But we got a plan, and we're, by the way, just we have these conversations to also say thank you all for just watching, for still hanging around and watching and chatting. And,
because we would be
we appreciate
1,000 times more terrified if we did this and everything was barren and there was just we
had two subscribers,
dust devils rolling by and everything, tumbleweeds.
And then it'd be like, okay, well, maybe we need like one cryptocurrency ad, and then we can get through. So yes, Lampy, thanks for the £5 reminder. There's only 30 minutes left for Suika, Marty.
Oh, we're good. My Suikas are usually like 15 to 20, so
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do like a premature Suika, and then all of a sudden we're left with like a little tail at the end, and I don't have any. I want a time. I want a well-timed Suika. Jay, do you know about Suika game? Like, do you understand any things
no,
we're saying?
educate me.
Suika game, unironically, one of my favorite games of 2023 is on all of my streams. I've been ending with one cheeky little Suika game, and Suika is ostensibly what did this man want from me? Okay, I'm gonna talk about Suika game, and then I'm gonna talk to this man. Suika game is it's like if Tetris was mixed with the game Threes / 2048, which is the one where you match two things and they make a bigger thing, combined with a fruit with sort of a physics engine. So you'll see soon what Suika game is, and it's legitimately one of my favorite games this year. It's taken the world by storm.
I want to see that.
It's taking Marty by storm.
I've been taken by storm. What does this man want? It's a Goron problem. We don't need help from strangers. Motherfucker, I don't know what you were even doing. Do I need to show you a letter? What do you feel about this letter? You do not care about this letter.
I just received the best compliment I've ever read in my life. Josh Knowles says JM8 reminds me of an English Mr. Rogers focused on game design. Thank you so much.
That is incredible.
That means a lot to me. No joke. That means a lot. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sunder Dusher, thanks for Sun Mir Dusher. Maybe I'm pronouncing that correct. Thanks for the $5 American. Keep on keeping on. We will. Thank you. We will keep on keeping on as long as you all want us to. I see someone is asking, will D&D content be at the $5 or $10 no ad tier for Patreon? We got to figure out that show first. We don't know. There's a lot we don't know about that.
There's a lot we don't know. And that's not us being coy. There's a lot of moving parts, and we do not have the answers to a lot of these questions.
We are working on it. Is the most information I can say is we are actively working on figuring that out. And I wish I had
a D&D show in some way, shape, or form will exist.
In the general glitter of whatever. Yes, 100%. I don't know what ad tiers are. Do you know what the Patreon tiers are as far as like ad tier? I don't even know if we figured that out.
$5 gets you columns. I believe $10 gets you ad free.
Okay.
I want to say.
So my guess is when the D&D content comes out, it will be at that same tier for like ad free videos.
And we have gotten rid of early access tiers. So whatever the D&D thing, it will not be paywall. Everyone will be able to watch it. Yeah.
It won't be artificially like postponed like we were doing it before. It's like it comes out the same day for everyone. The other thing is we're gonna try to for whatever D&D thing comes next, we are going to try to work on our post-production process, which might mean that we take a little bit longer before we release a season or a mini season or whatever. Get them all done faster so we can release them more regularly instead of every other 2 weeks. Instead of every 2 weeks, the hope would be we could get one out every week for a complete season or whatever. But these are conversations for down the line.
That'd be wonderful.
But these are the things that we're talking about.
Also, Whoop, I see you. It will be very difficult to get through the Lost Woods without sound. However, I'm pretty sure we'll be playing Suika by the time I get to the Lost Woods. So that's a problem future me will have to worry about. And by future me, I mean never, because this is HBDs are one-offs. Maybe we'll... Guys, if we're all still here in 5 years, we'll continue to save file 5 years from now. I promise.
Are you saying that HBDs are a one-night... You get... From a one-night stand, you get an HBD?
You do. Yeah. A non-fungible HBD.
Ew! You just made it sound significantly worse when you ended fungible.
If any doctor describes one of my illnesses as non-fungible, I'm just gonna assume it's fatal. Like it's gonna.
What's the difference between non-fungible and bespoke? One is gross, and one is like, I'll pay $20 for that avocado toast.
That's it. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part of this stream. Is that question? It's a question that cannot be
the goof level, the goof echo chamber just keeps going.
No goofs during Suika though. Okay, we're gonna meet the horse and say hi to the horse, and then we're gonna Suika.
Yes, do that. Joseph Eastman, thank you for the $2 American. JM8, you animated the run cycle from Destiny's Keep? ? Did you
What,
animate
from
that, or
one of the Adventurous Night episodes?
you know where they're running away from Papa Ticklepuss, and hey, look over there, and they ran away? Did you animate that run cycle specifically, like of Sigmar Naruto running?
No, I didn't. I wish I did. No, who was that? It was either.
It might have been Matt. It might have been. I mean, there. By the way, there's a lot of us that animate. Matt,
Yeah.
Jesse, Omar, JM8, myself. We all animate different sections. I want to say. Oh no, Matt worked on. It was Matt that did the future vision segment. Which just chills down my goddamn spine. That was a beautiful segment. That was Matt.
Yeah, I love doing sound design for that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So you did not animate that. I did not animate that.
It must have been Omar then. It was
Must have
Omar.
been an Omar or Jesse, not Jesse Galena. Jesse Skews.
Jesse doesn't work on Adventures Night.
Oh, we got another D's nuts. Also,
Jesse works on Adventures Night.
Jesse Schwab.
Jesse Schwab. That's what I said.
Jesse Schwab doesn't animate Adventures Night.
Are you thinking of Chronicle? It's the Chronic. What calls a
It's me, you, Matt, and Omar.
I was relatively sure Jesse also did.
Has Jesse never pitched in for
Jesse, are you in the chat? What? Either me or Jack is having a mental breakdown right now.
It's also been a rough couple of weeks.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Either one of
we've
us
also
could be
been
wrong.
watching
I mean,
that show for
Jesse
Jesse
also was animating Lost in Time, which was using similar characters. and
Right.
things.
Yeah.
So maybe.
And also did.
Omar, wait, Omar's in here. Omar,
Guys.
tell us.
Guys.
Okay.
Also, really quick, Tommy Salty sent a PayPal dono. Thank you so much, Tommy Salty. I remember that Jack did a previously recorded vid on this Zelda game to check out whether rolling is faster than running. Wonder if you have a favorite unusual way to move around in games. HBD equals honing ball dinguses. Cheers, Tommy. I do remember that video of is rolling faster than running. A fun way to, this is anyone who plays Zelda, I think that's why he did that video. This is a thing everyone does, and none of us know why.
Where it feels faster, and by the way, it is significantly faster.
Yeah.
I did a time trial, just regular running and roll running, and apparently speedrunners do the back hop.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
If you
It's very
back hop,
great
it's
to watch.
even faster, which is amazing.
Little side hoppers.
Wait, Omar, I need an answer.
Omar, what's the answer?
Does Jesse work on Adventures Night? Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
I like that Omar just came in here to laugh at us and not answer a goddamn question. I just
You're laughing, and then the Ko-Fi laugh
Jack
came
or
in.
Jay, so he hasn't given us an answer.
I know.
Okay, I'm going over to Suika.
And then we
Fuck you
have
all. Look at all these new games I downloaded.
yeah.
So many new games.
Oh my god.
Biggest Mike, thanks for the 199. What is the best Suika like?
Oh my god. There's only one true Suika like.
There you go. Human Shield, thanks for the 499. Funniest dumb idea for edited content was Cheech and Chong, the next movie edited for TV. Instead of bag of weed, it was bag of diamonds.
Nice. I want to see that crude cut into the diamond.
I mean, nothing will ever be better than Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. I think that's. Do you know that the Die Hard 2 edit?
Yeah. Mr.
Instead of Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon. Also over on Ko-Fi, Pugs and Coffee, keep on keeping on. Thank you so much, Cubs and Coffee, and Polio with more support. Thank you so much, Polio. My favorite HBD.
Omar is not entertaining this tomfoolery. He is refusing to answer our very legitimate question of who worked on the show.
Yeah.
I do not think Jesse worked on it. As
That's
someone
possible.
who most certainly did not work on it, I feel like it was you, Matt, Omar, and JM8. And,
Okay, wait.
You might be
there.
confused because Jesse
I'm
worked
going to
on
solve
Stuff of
it.
Legends.
I
Jesse
can
worked
solve it.
on.
Well, right, and by the way, we would all talk to each other, and we were all working together on animation.
Yeah, we had
in general.
weekly editors meetings
Right.
where we would discuss animations and stuff like that. But okay, I'm going on the site that I probably shouldn't be going on, and I'm going to the credits of Adventurers Night. I'm just gonna look.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Okay. Editing and animation: Jack Packard, Omar Ahmed, Matt Laughling, and JM8. So maybe he did work on it, and Omar just completely blanked and didn't put him in the credits.
No,
Or
I'm
maybe
getting
you misremembered
I'm
you
getting
were-
my wires crossed because of course we would be in editors meetings
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Talking about different ways to animate different things, which of course he did on his own. Oh my god! Well, it's been a rough couple weeks, everyone.
Wow, this looks great fun. Is this Suika Den?
This is Suika game. Yeah, it's called the Suika game. Suika is melon in Japanese, so it's just the melon game.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's Suika game.
It's called Suika, Suika game. Suika game.
Okay, because wait, isn't there
Melon
a series called Suika Den?
Suika Den is a JRPG series from Konami.
Okay, so I had this weird moment where I thought I knew what Suika Den was, and then you were describing it as the fruit bigger game, and I was like,
I thought it was
my
like an old PS1
grasp on
JRPG.
reality is about the same as Jack's
Yeah.
right now in Adventures Night.
What? Who? What? Michael Warden, thanks for the £2. Withholding content made no sense. Just wait a week. I agree. That's why we're getting rid of it. I agree. Silly. It's silly. Adrian, thanks for the $9.99 run. Never forget how important 2W is. Huge on grab on.
Thank you. We will huge on grab on.
Yeah. And Pure Pyro, €2. I want to learn how to animate. Any advice? It's the same advice I give anyone when they want to learn anything. Just start doing it. Find some animation. There's plenty of, by the way, incredibly free animation software out there and tutorials online. Just start doing it. Pick a piece of audio and start animating.
Pickle pizza audio.
Pickle pizza audio like how mama used to do. Oh, it's the deal.
Do you ever think that like 20 years from now that's going to be like crazy offensive? I am still like a big fan of stereotypical Italian voices, and I'm going to do it because Italian people are wonderful, their culture is wonderful, and I think it's very funny. And I'm just always curious whenever I do Italian goofs if like this is going to be real bad. This is going to be real bad in the future.
This is something I do think about a lot as, at the comedy theater, that this comes up fairly often. Generally speaking, like any impression you do, as long as that character is playing to the top of their intelligence, it is not,
I like
derogatory,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And so, like, Italians speak in a very particular accent. And of course, you're just doing a character, I was probably going a little too far by Pickle Pizza making a pizzeria, but I was also very slyly giving Pure Pyro a little bit of audio to animate to. You're welcome, Pure Pyro.
Wait. So I don't understand what's happening in this game. Like,
When
you drop
two
a fruit.
fruits of the same kind meet, you see this little circle of evolution on the right-hand side. When two fruits meet, they become the next biggest fruit. So two cherries, when they touch, become a strawberry. When two strawberries touch, they become a
Okay.
grape. When
so
two grape touch,
you have to get that orange to touch another orange.
yes. And ultimately, what you want to do is you want to create the watermelon, which is the biggest thing. And if two watermelons touch, they disappear, and that's like considered like a victory. Like the game keeps going, but that's like getting like a fucking Tetris. I have never gotten two watermelons to.
Right. Okay. Well, now's the day. Fucking get to it.
There you go.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Lampy,
No,
thanks for
you're
the
gonna do.
£5. Lampy says, design delve on Suika game? Or a goof about one Suika Den, but Jay just plays Suika game and talks about that instead.
Like, I don't know. I thought this was the fruit
cool.
game. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. The fruit game RPG, yeah.
Thing is, I could talk bollocks on any game design topic for hours. So, yeah, I guess I could talk about the fruit dropping game.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
Larry Fix wants to know how you get into D&D now if you're a newcomer. Find some friends. I'll be very honest with you. I was very excited to start playing D&D, and I had heard of some groups here and there, and I'd played some other tabletop RPGs, but I couldn't find a group. So what I did was I learned how to be a DM.
These nuts.
That's very distracting because, like, what if I'm telling a sad story and then and then Goblin D's Nuts comes up? I was not telling a sad story, but goddamn coffee. So what was I saying is I just became a DM and started inviting other people so I would DM, and that's how I found my groups and how I learned to love DMing is because I just wanted to play the damn game.
There you go.
But find a group.
Go. Yeah. Yeah, even if you can't, because sometimes it's hard. You're like, oh, maybe my pals like aren't into the same kind of nerdy stuff that I am, which I've definitely had points at that. You can always find groups. Whether shit, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'm doing another Suika. I'm doing another quick.
Wait,
Suika.
you failed?
Yeah, I failed. It was because
Yeah,
that was bullshit.
Bullshit.
It was the physics.
Yeah.
It was the physics engine.
Bullshit.
But so yeah, there's online places. I know like Start Playing. Start Playing is an online. We did an ad for them. That's how I know about them. Start Playing is a place where you can kind of like find groups to join. Discord is full of them. Reddit is full of groups to join. Or just find people that you think would enjoy it and be like, hey, y'all want to play? And one of you learn how to DM and figure it out together. It's the greatest. It's the greatest hobby in the world. It's something I enjoy.
It's
entirely
fantastic.
too much. Yeah.
What's the second greatest?
The second greatest hobby is match car racing. Is Matchbox 20. The second greatest hobby is Matchbox 20 because Rob Thomas is a beautiful artist.
This
and lyricist.
game must be only.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Rob Thomas.
Yeah. Jack, have you considered branching to Pathfinder 2E game? I know it's more tactical and combat, but with the OGL controversy, some are shifting to it. I did. I actually played several games in Pathfinder to try to learn it with some online friends of mine. And what I found universally is there was significantly less opportunities to role play.
Interesting.
And I think, go ahead, Jim. Okay.
I was continue about Pathfinder. I was going to suggest another system, but go ahead with Pathfinder quickly.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, and like real the character building in Pathfinder is phenomenal and incredibly fun, and like you can make really interesting builds. You can like take the same core character and just through the different builds build two very different things. That was very fun. And I think their rules are very straightforward, but very, like you said, focused on the tactics, like of exploration and combat, and not necessarily on the role play, which is the thing that I enjoy most.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was your thing, Jimmy?
My favorite DM thing. Well, DM thing. I didn't DM it. The best game I've ever played was using a system called Monster of the Week.
Yes, I love Monster of the Week.
I really enjoyed, and I felt like it was right
there.
Yeah, you got it. I felt like for me, it gave me the opposite. Like, I sometimes felt like the rules of D&D restricted some of the role playing that I wanted to do, but then Monster of the Week is like 90% role playing, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Monster of the Week is a really fun system. Someone over in Twitch is mentioning Lexicon, the tabletop role-playing game as designed by Jesse Galena, which is also a tabletop role-playing game that I've played with the one and only Jesse Galena.
The titular.
The titular Galena. Which, like very rules light as far as that's concerned. So a ton of role play. Like I personally, I like that balance of like kind of like working within the rules to try to find that thing. And D&D works. D&D obviously has a ton of community support and ideas as well, which is incredibly helpful if you are looking for a particular thing. But Monster of the Week, I've had so much fun playing Monster of the Week.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. That Powered by Apocalypse system that rules Monster of the Week is, to me, a phenomenal system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think I really enjoyed that game because, like, just like with you and all I've played D&D with you, any system is elevated by having a talented DM, right? Like, D&D isn't my favorite system to use, but like playing the games with you makes it like a fantastic experience because it was your skill as a DM. So like, find the one as a DM that you enjoy the most and you think you can tell your story and your player's story the most effectively, and then
it's a great way of putting it.
Go with that.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of anything else, but yeah, I mean, like for me, like I'm also kind of a sucker for that medieval fantasy as well. Like I just like the setting that D&D chooses to play. Though I did get a couple books recently that I ordered before the event, and they forgot about them, and I should have returned them because books are expensive. But you know, as far as like expansions on the setting is concerned, but someone else was mentioning Blades in the Dark, which I've played a little bit of and also very much enjoyed. In fact, if you saw the most recent episode of Adventures in AI was very flashback heavy. I was kind of plucking a lot from the Blades in the Dark system as far as like, oh, this is taking place in flashback time. It can affect what happens in the future time, which is a lot of the Blades in the Dark system.
That's very neat.
Blades in the Dark is a lot of fun. You know, it's a heist-based system, but you can, you know, say, well, last night I did this thing, and then, you know, roll to see what happens to see how it affects future stuff. Really great. Damien Glenn, yeah, I am fairly new to D&D myself. I've only been like seriously playing 4, 5, or 6 years. You're right. So like I am a relative newcomer. Like I've never played any of the older versions. Like I played Pathfinder, but I never played like 3.5 or whatever that Pathfinder is based off of. Oh my God, Marty, what is happening?
I don't know. Everything's broken and very scary. Everything's broken and scary.
And very, very scary.
Yeah.
Where are we? Joshua Sanders, $9.99 American. You are all awesome. Jack brought up trying Blades in the Dark, and I love that game. If you all go in that direction, I will definitely buy the merch. I think Yahtzee in particular would eat up Blades in the Dark's heist-based system to a point in which he would never want to play D&D again.
So it's like you're a little worried about introducing that?
Yes. But I mean, I guess then that's the other thing, like to think about it logistically, is Adventures in AI was the first time that most of the players, besides Jesse, had played a tabletop role-playing game, and so having all of them learn a brand new system would be complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm open to anything. I've actually I've pitched out in the past little like side quest one-offs where we use a whole different system just for shits and giggles, because that could be fun.
There you go.
How'd you do, Marty? You got time for
still
another
bad.
one.
Still bad.
You got time for another one because we have a few more donos to get through.
I'll do a no think, Suika. This is where you don't wait for anything.
I love it. Steve Wheeler, thanks for the £2. Playing Fruit Game while watching Fruit Game. Woo!
Ooh, a little Suika Inception. Am I right, Christopher Nolan?
I love it. Miss Harmony, $4.99 American, donating to YouTubers. May your potato harvest be plentiful.
Delicious.
What is this above ground fruit game in? What is this above ground fruit game insanity? Needs more turnips and onions.
Yeah, that is true. Well, those are fake fruits, right? Those are like legally fruits, but like one of those I don't consider them to be fruits, like avocados and tomatoes and shit.
Tomato is a fruit.
Yeah, but that's a fake fruit.
No, tomato is definitely a fruit.
I'm not putting tomato in a fruit salad. You'd be kooky.
Onion is a vegetable.
Is it?
Also, by the way, dice up some cherry tomatoes in your fruit salad. You will be shocked by how good it is.
I do like a sweet balsamic with tomatoes. I can imagine that.
Right.
I can imagine getting a little nasty with that.
If you mix up, which is always to me why the conversation of like pineapple on pizza is so crazy, because tomato sauce is already so sweet.
So sweet, yeah. Sweeted in. Sweet again.
Hot Dog Wrestling Federation. Thanks for the $5 Canadian. Definitely check out Heart, the City Beneath. Excellent for running shorter campaigns, as everyone is doomed no matter how well you do.
Perfect. just like real life.
That was one of the role-playing games that I played before like I got into making my own D&D show was for a podcast some friends and I or some friends of mine were making using the Masks system, which uses Powered by Apocalypse, very similar to Monster of the Week system. And they made a little one-off role-playing game called Spider Day, in which you all got to be whatever superhero you wanted. And a giant spider was coming to attack the city. and you were going to die. The spider was going to crush you at one point, and so it was just how long can you last before you are eventually crushed by the giant spider.
I like it.
An incredibly fun one-off.
Sounds awesome.
Yes, very, very fun.
HBD Spider Day to all who celebrate.
Spider Day was a crazy series. It was a crazy series, but it was a lot of fun because like you could. I want to say one time during a Spider Day I played a superhero who was like the lord of the realm underneath your couch cushions where you lost everything. Oh, great Suika.
I don't know what just happened.
You Suika'd.
It was intense. So the lord of the realm of like the pocket dimension underneath your sofa.
Underneath your sofa, and so I could like move within. I could teleport from sofa to sofa.
I like that.
Yeah.
Existing
And eventually, I got
relationships.
crushed by the giant spider.
Sure, as one does.
Yeah. My only question, says Gelden Yetch for $2, why does a cloud get fruit?
It's a great question. The cloud is, I mean, technically the cloud produces the rain, which produces the water, which produces, like, it's one of those things. Like,
There have been instances where like random things fall from the sky for no reason. Like there was that instance, I can't remember about where, but it was just a bunch of fish fell out of the sky.
Wasn't that kind of Magnolia talk? I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Magnolia, but it talks about those
where all the
weird
frogs.
instances.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frogs. They fuck up William H. Macy. Shouts friend of the podcast, William H. Macy. I sometimes say if people are friend of the pod, just in hopes that like maybe down the road they will become friends of the pod, or they'll watch and be like, "Wow, I didn't realize I know these guys, but I should give them a ring again."
I guess I know them. They said I know them. Oh my God, Marty.
Yeah, we're
Oh
Suika.
my God,
we're
Marty,
Suika.
it's working.
Sometimes, oh my God!
Oh.
Sometimes the
God damn,
magic
it's
in
Suika, boy.
Suika is you got to think less. Sometimes
Yeah.
less is more.
Right.
Like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball. I want to say like the fish thing was like it was scooped up. It was like a fire rescue plane scooped up
Yeah.
water from a lake, and all
Yeah.
the fish fell. Right?
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, I
that
think it
sounds
was that.
familiar.
Yeah. So
But-
maybe they went to a cranberry. Like they were flooding the cranberry field and they picked up a load of cranberries.
Uh-oh, Cheshire is in the chat. Everyone in the YouTube chat, El Cheshire is in there. Go give El Cheshire a little bit of love for all the amazing art
Cheshire,
that
you're incredible.
that they've
Big ups, El
created so
Cheshire.
far.
Amazing work.
We appreciate you, Cheshire. Where would we be without the amazing artists who literally make all the things significantly cooler?
Everything would look
Yeah.
way uglier. Everything would look uglier, and none of it would exist.
Right? And none of it would exist.
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Oh
I
my
don't know
god,
what's
he do be
happening.
squeaking.
I'm squeaking too much. I think. I think I'm flying too close to the Suika sun. Everything's just also moving in directions I didn't expect.
Squeakerous.
Yes, Suikerus flew too close to the sun. A lot of Mrs. Popper's penguins going on.
Oh my God! What? There's penguins now?
No, when there's a pop, when a pop happens, I say Mrs. Popper's penguins. I'm like
Yeah.
an esports shoutcaster with this, where I make up my own lingo that the kids love. They put it on shirts. and
Yes.
whatnot.
Kids love, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, we already know that HBD.
Yeah, oh yeah. So that's just like a little bit. HBDs just want to add in my back pocket for a little while.
Always got HBD in the back pocket.
Always got to carry one HBD around, just in case.
Just in case.
JIC.
Just in case.
Oh my. Oh.
Your hubris.
I
is
didn't think
showing.
this was going to be this entertaining to watch, but it is.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great.
We should just do when's it's Suika Game's birthday.
That's a great question. I think it came out in Japan or it came out in China a few years ago, and then just released on the Japanese eShop a while.
All right.
And it blew up with Japanese streamers, and then just released on the eShop in the States like a month or two ago, and it's been like number 2 or 3 on the eShop since. So it's not like I'm not gonna say I'm like the world's biggest Suika fan, because the kids love it. You gotta play. You gotta dictate.
Yeah, I
content
want to
kids.
go get this.
$3.
I was going to
No
go play
ads.
some like Teamfight Tactics, but I think I might play this instead.
Three American doll hairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is the only mode. Around Halloween, there was a spooky mode with like a spooky theme, and then the game updated, and I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen now? And all the update did was take away the spooky mode. So
Oh.
while that kind of sucked, I'm hoping for like a holiday themed mode. So maybe like
Oh.
maybe like a little Santa or something. I don't know what kind of circular objects are associated with Christmas.
Presents. It could just be
Presents?
wrapped presents.
I would like that. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Circularly wrapped presents.
I think we're coming to the end.
Yeah, it's
Or
coming to the
are
end.
we?
Wait. It's gonna fall. Oh, come on, pink one. Get down
no.
there. Get down there. You.
Oh, a Suika pop.
Oh.
I broke 2000 though, and I consider that a success. 2000 is a successful Suika in my mind.
GG.
Lovely.
We
Well
did it,
done.
guys. We did it. We Suika.
Well done, everyone.
We Suika'd close to the sun. Oh yeah, Christmas ornaments, snowmen. Yeah, there's a lot of circular stuff actually for the holiday season. Guys, that was it. We did it. I think we can officially say HBD, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Can I not? Is it an option for me not to say that?
You know what
'Cause-
Ocarina of Time
No,
is?
you've contracted it.
Ocarina of Time is
it's
old
your-
enough to rent a car. You gotta be 25 to rent a car. So, congrats to
Rent a carpet shampooer. Yeah.
rent carpet shampoo. This is as far as I know, this is our only stream for the day. What do you guys have going on? What should folks check out? JM8, obviously, you have a new design delve that went up last week, and then that show is every other week, correct? So the next one will be going up.
It is,
next
but
week.
we are thinking about. So, for anyone who's been a fan for a while, you'll know that I did a few Design Delve animated episodes over on the Escapist that probably deserve more eyes on them. It would be sad if they just went into the ether. So we're deciding to take a couple of them and re-upload them here. So for the vast majority of you, you have not seen these episodes, but a small percentage of you will have seen them already. And we are releasing them this week. Well, one of them this week, and then potentially the next one next week as well. So this one's on designing underwater temples and why they always suck, with the lead designer of Sea of Stars.
Oh, hell yeah.
So check that out this Friday, I believe. If that isn't the date and I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm assuming it is.
Remember, everyone, that we are we are figuring out our scheduling right now. We do not know.
Yeah.
But then once these videos are out, it will be to a 2-week schedule, because shit dog, these videos take a long time to make because there's a lot of moving parts. But also for celebrating hitting 200k, which to me is a huge deal for me personally. I'm going to be doing a little celebration stream. So I haven't done a personal stream in a year and a half. Oh, the controller. I've lost my.
You're doing a celebration stream on your personal channel because you haven't streamed since your last HBD.
Yeah, sorry, you derailed my train of thought. Like it exploded.
My apologies.
No, sorry. It's personal stream to celebrate hitting 200k, and then potentially in the future, once everything's mellowed down, I'm hoping to have a kind of game designy stream on here on this live channel. But that's all in the works. So yeah, on Thursday, I think about around 7 p.m. my time, which is about 1 Central. I'll be doing a personal stream. Come celebrate with me, and we can just have a good time and just chat, and it'll all be good. But yeah,
hell yeah.
Design Delves, personal streams, awesome.
Yeah,
lovely.
And then, Jack, what do you got? I mean, most of your stuff is big boy stuff behind the scenes. So
I'm working on big pants stuff, as I said. So you might not see me here or there for a while. I'm trying to hop on all the streams I can because I do enjoy it. But nothing in the works for me. So I will be making sure that our logistics are operating efficiently.
Cool. And then I'll be streaming later tonight on my personal Twitch channel. I'll be wrapping up Final Fantasy VI, which is a very good game. So come there. I'll put the link here. And then I believe tomorrow, do not hold me to this, but I believe Yahtzee will be streaming just a couple of games he hasn't played yet. So just sort of just two games, kind of like the kind of streams he was doing over like a month ago. And so no official details. I imagine if that stream is real, it would be around 3 p.m. Central. If it's not real, I apologize. Because sometimes people don't know things. So there you go.
Make sure, if you are not, sign up for our Discord, where we will have all of the official notifications. Follow Second Wind over on the Twitter.com, the Twitter.com, aka X, and X. and then you'll find out when we find out stuff, because then we usually post them there.
Yeah, absolutely. So for Jack and JM8, this was Marty. Thank you guys so much for celebrating a big HBD inaugural stream for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and if we don't see you, to those who celebrate, have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday.
Absolutely.
Bye,
Enjoy.
everyone.